So this picture kind of has been going around, I think. There was self-assembling. This is 2 hours. It's not like 12 hours. 2 hours time. I also saw this thing. It was able to lift itself up off of the glass slide. It had tentacles like you see here. It was able to move. It was my opinion, this is my interpretation, that it was self-aware. I've never encountered anything like that. I've done slides. I've done all kinds of preparation of slides, of biologic materials, etc. Never have I witnessed anything like that. Surely, maybe some contamination, right? So 2 months later, I get another Moderna vial, and I look at it under the microscope, and what is that? Still trying to figure it out, guys. But we shouldn't have unidentified objects inside of these injections. These string-like material, I'm like looking at, this almost looks like some kind of a living organism. And then I see another one. You may not know what that means. I do. These are parasites that are made to meld with your nervous tissue. Imagine a child that's forming their neural network. I want you to feel what I feel. I want you to get that righteous anger. We need it now. Guess what else it can do? The tentacles, it's called Hydra vulgaris. The tentacles have the ability to give a paralyzing, a venomous, or a toxic reaction. Why would they want that? Well, Hydra vulgaris is actually an organism that is immortal in the lab. It can continually renew itself. If you chop it up into tiny pieces, put it in a petri dish, it will actually self-assemble itself back over and over and over again innumerable times. It'll make itself anew. If you chop off a tentacle, 3 more will grow. And the transhumanists love this organism. They think it's fantastic. Then we start to see a lot of ring structures in here. Now this one is with the Johnson & Johnson vial. Ring-like structures, what they are is they appear to be delivery systems. So they'll start like this and they get bigger, bigger, bigger. They thin themselves out. A gelatinous material extrudes from it like a hydrogel, okay? And then this was like a bundle of cells growing. What are those cells? We don't know. We need to analyze them. What kind of cells are being injected into people? A crystalline structure, little crystals. Like literally this is like a kitchen sink, dirty kind of experiment going on. These are iridescent silicon-like wafers. If they pile on top of each other, they can make their own circuitry boards. Again, more hydrogel with more of these spheres, these rings. So I saw them in all the manufacturers, all of them. So no one is different than another. I don't care if they come out with a new one, guys. Don't ask me if it's safe to take it. They're all bad. We were looking under the microscope at Pfizer vial. You see a lot of these dark particles. These are like graphene oxide particle material. So what we were witnessing over time under the microscope was something called Tesla phoresis. So what that means is that you can put all these little tiny beads, let's say, that have the potential to make their own wiring in the body. And what you do is you just have an external magnetic force or another kind of electric force, let's say, or frequency, and they will start to form and coalesce into a string-like spider web all by themselves. So you just have to put the junk in somewhere, turn on a frequency, and voila, it starts to make its own neural network, string-like consistency. We were seeing it here inside of this vial, starting to coalesce, starting to form structures. So this is another organism. We see this over and over. This would be like a polypodium or a Hydra vulgaris organism. Again, we see this over. It's not a mistake. It's in different states, multiple vials, multiple batches, multiple times. There's no mistake. I mean, we could go on and on, parasite after parasite. And let me back up. They appear to be parasites, right? If it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, walks like a duck, it probably is, right? How is this in the betterment of humanity? I want you to see this guy. This guy is another organism that we saw. This was in a Johnson & Johnson vial. Watch closely the translucent thing that moves around the edge of the ring. Do you see that? The translucent, I thought it was like a larvae, like another life form, but the way it moved was more robotic to me. This could be a nanobot. We don't know. That should not be in any human body injected into our children, our babies, and us. So if you knew what a human nerve cell looked like, a dendrite, it would look just like this. But this isn't from a human, guys. This is from whatever they're injecting inside of you. They're literally, this is my opinion, they're trying to put another kind of nervous system inside of you, but an AI kind, or they're hijacking this parasite to put inside of you. These are my hypotheses. I encourage you to do your own research. And for the people who don't believe me under the microscope, you can get a $300 microscope and you can put the drops on there and you can look and see the pictures too, right?